Once again, giving praises to the mighty Yah. You know what I'm saying? The women got the damn nerve to say, "Oh, I love my brothers." We're gonna go through a couple little things, but the man hate is real. Okay? And the scary part is these people supposed to know the Almighty. And that's what I'm talking about. People can talk about how much they love the Creator, how much all you need is the word of Almighty. But these teachers are not teaching about these women and their man hate. That's why it's so important. That's why the last words in the Old Testament was Elijah is going to bring the fathers back to the church. But let me go and share this. Let me go and share this what's going down. Let me share this. So right now, we got the man hate going on. So I got two posts I want to go to. All right, because I had another post where it was a bunch of Israelite women, and of course they hate men. You know what I'm saying? They're no different than they're Jacob. They're man haters. Okay, they just don't realize. So I got a post here. It says, "If there was not, oh yeah," and I left the link. So if you're watching, what's good? Oh yeah, most definitely. I left the link. You know, if anybody want to join, let me post it up one more time. Boom. Did it come through? Boom. Okay. So if any of y'all want to join in, but these women hate men and don't know. So I put right here, if there was not any financial benefit involved in having your single mother, in having you, your single mother would have gave your ass away. And that's true in so many different instances. And we not only just talking about the little Section 8, oh, I get some free house and I get some child support. We're not only talking about that, because you got to understand that I'm talking on the behalf of the fathers' rights movement. I'm talking on behalf of fathers who are depressed, fathers who are good fathers, fathers who want to be in their children's life, but because she's getting $700 a month, she getting a stack a month. And the court said, listen, if he get any more than every other weekend, that price will gonna have to lower. Because the more you're around your child, the lower the price goes. In fact, if you're around your child over 90 nights, it goes down way lower. So they said, you know what? We'd rather alienate this man than have him. I can guarantee you that if they were not taking that $700 and they knew this man loved his child, they knew this man wanted to be in his child's life, they will most definitely get that child away to make that money, because they know that man's gonna take care of his child. But listen, I don't give about none of y'all. Let's continue about this right here. Let's go. So right here, we have the first comment says, expound, please. And this is what I wrote. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's exactly what I said. Because I'm like, listen, get up out my face. Here she go. There is no financial benefit at all. I swear you make stuff up. Well, if I make stuff up, join the live. Because most of y'all hate men in the first place anyway. And that's what's sickening me, though. When I see black women around here, I know that they don't give a fuck about a man being around his child. They rather a woman do take his money and keep him away from the child. They know if a man, they know these loving fathers are paying thousands of dollars for lawyers to try to get some type of custody, thousands of dollars in child support. They know if they could not do that to them and they could just give them over to the father, they know that, listen, if they didn't have that help from the state, then they would go to the father for the help, because the father loved the baby just as much as the woman do. She would give that baby away. But you know what? I could care less, because like I said, most of y'all don't fuck with fathers anyway. But let's continue. There is no financial benefit at all. I swear to you, make stuff up. You don't start with child support. The average amount is paid does not remotely cover the actual expense of raising kids. Could this motherfucker be as dumb? Now, I don't mean to call her a motherfucker, but we can go to the statistic. We can go anywhere. Texas made $4 billion in child support. Ohio's like $1.6 billion. It's not a financial incentive to keep fathers away. It's not a financial incentive to keep the fathers with that woman. Come on, man. So she said, "Oh, I swear." Well, truth be told, if you didn't get any money at all, then your ass will be running to father. Let's be 1,000 with you. I got too many friends. I don't need to call their names. I got a list of fathers who are paying all types of money, who have spent all types of money on lawyers. And if you were just to get, man, if there was no financial incentive at all, and you just had custody, then you would be throwing the baby at the father. Because you know that father loves the baby. It's just like me. It's just like me. My baby didn't need for nothing. That's my baby. When I was around my baby, he ate everything he wanted to eat. He needed some diapers. He needed something to drink. He get a little rash. That's my baby. He didn't need for nothing. But she rather, just like many women, they rather just steal your shit and take care of himself. I mean, fuck a man. Fuck a father. You don't really need a man or a father in the child's life. You just need to steal his money. All right? But let's continue though. And she can get on anytime she wants to. It say right here, when I get done, you're gonna run again. You really don't want to do this. Said, what are you even talking about? You never made me run. Swear, make up everything. I just point out the obvious. You're making things up. This pope is proof. Listen, that's why next time, every time I'm on here with him, I'm gonna be pointing this type of stuff out. All right. But let's continue though. Every single time, ha ha ha. I'm going live in like 10 minutes about this post. Only people think I'm making this up are man haters. Maybe you don't realize you don't give a duck of the plight of most good fathers out here. And like I said, truth be told, she don't give a fuck about no good fathers out here. She hates black men. The only black man she might like is a black man on her social status. She don't give a fuck about no black man going through all this bullshit, not being able to see his child. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. All these women up on Section 8, all these different benefits and shit, if they didn't get them benefits with them children, they'll get them motherfuckers away. Let's be 1,000 about this. And because she make a little bit of money, I'm not one of them. I'm better than those women. I'm better than them. Man, please. Like I said, most of them, it's a free ride. It's a check every month that they did not even work for. Oh, because they got full custody off jump, because they can alienate the father, because the father ain't got no rights whatsoever, because the state want to make billions of dollars. You think you deserve that money because the state is making slave labor? That's what I'm saying. They don't have slavery no more, because slavery made this place the greatest country ever. But instead of slavery, they got involuntary servitude. That's exactly what this is. But again, making things up, please. In fact, I would love to just figure out when the other time I talked to her, because every time I talked to her, she said, "Oh, peace." She run her ass on, because I love to talk about this type of stuff. And like I said, she can get on live right now. We can discuss. Listen, everyone knows me. I'm able to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to have a good discussion with folks. So everyone knows me. So right here, I'm talking and I'm on live, but right here, you know what I'm saying? Let's continue though. Right here, my Sasha said, "Here you go again." It's just the truth. It's so many different women who would throw the baby at the child if they didn't get all them benefits. Get the fuck out of here. We got projects full of women. Are you fucking serious? You know what type of situation black people are in? If they wasn't getting child support, if they wasn't, and another reason why they do it, because they want that man to suffer. Another reason why they keep the child away, like I said, they would give you away to your father. Yes, because the father usually make more money. Why do you think the state goes after the man? They would toss you to your father if they wasn't making no money. Because we the ones supposed to take care of him in the first place anyway. Biblically, according to every holy book, a woman does not get custody. It's only through the devil, through Satan, through this evil ass system we in that they don't give custody to a woman. Only through this. What holy book, what system, except for through the Queen of England and this evil ass Gentile we living up under, do they allow the woman to get master of the household, get custody? Who does that? But Satan. That's it. But this person we call, you know what I'm saying? And we like I said, I don't want to go too far in on this culture we living in, but we know this is captivity. But let me go. And then she said, having kids for a lot of men is just a free ride through life, and that's just the damn truth. We got too many of them getting a free ride just from having a kid. In fact, we got little 8th graders talking about, yeah, I don't want to get married. I just want to get on child support so I can have housing, so I can take his money. I don't need no husband. They teaching their kids they don't need no black man. These women hate black men. Let's be 1,000. Let's just keep it on. Let's throw them right on the table. But let's go to another post. Because I want to go to another post a little while ago. This was one of my Israelite sisters who is totally, and you know, look at this. Boom. Woo! Look at how big this boy is. Oh, she got 97 likes. Look at this. Popping. Let's check it out. Do absent fathers or mothers really? Now she put mothers. She didn't put that before. She only had fathers, but really know the damage that is done to their children from not being there, from not building a relationship, spending time, and sharing themselves with their children. Generational therapy is needed. Y'all, please be a father to the fatherless. They really need your love. So she said that, right? You know what I'm saying? But she did not put mother there. But that's cool. She can still put mother there. Let's see the responses. So this is what I put. But hold on. Let's see. I said, do women know that men have no rights over their children? And those same men are 4 times more likely to kill themselves, a lot of times due to the damage she does using the kids. And no, these women act like they don't know they have all the rights, even though they use all them rights all day, every day to oppress and fuck over the black man. They use it all day, every day, but they seem to be so damn ignorant and so damn clueless to the fact they got all the rights. They say, oh, where the fathers at? Where are the fathers? Their fathers are just they're gone. It's like, man, are you ignorant or are you just rubbing it in the motherfucker face? I mean, I'm really trying to figure it out, but let's continue though. Okay. Now this is her response. The whole family dynamic needs help. Children are the reward, but are being damaged from toxic moments, from unhealed circumstances. I mean, very poetic. Let me continue. Sarah, this is what I wrote. I'm waiting for the day any woman tells another woman about the uphill battle men have trying to be in their child's lives because they don't have any rights. Accountability should be in the hands of the one who has full custody over 70% of the time, not the one who is lucky to get every other weekend after divorce. That's why she changed it to fathers and mothers, because she want to talk about fathers. They always want, because they hate men. You know what I'm saying? They hate a man to be a man. These, you know what I'm saying? So right here, I'm saying accountability goes to the mothers, but they don't want to hear that. Let's see how they respond. Correct me if I'm wrong, sis, but I think the post was referring to the men who make the actual choice not to be in the child's life, not men who want to be but can't because of whatever reasonable. Okay, nah, these motherfuckers love to talk about men, period, regardless of who the fuck it is. They don't give a listen. You go to them fathers' rights, you go to the fathers' rights group over here on Facebook. Just type in fathers' rights. We got millions of fathers on Facebook alone who cannot see their children, who are sad, wanting to kill themselves. And what percent of women are there going to help them? It may be 1%. It may be 2%. And them 1 or 2%, half of them motherfuckers don't give a fuck either. So Why are we talking about, oh yeah, well, we're just talking about the deadbeat. We're not talking about the good fathers. It's not like you help the good father. Let's continue though. Let's see what they say. Men have rights. They may have to take steps to gain them by taking her to court, but men have rights to gain partial and sometimes full custody. Oh, well, men don't have rights. Okay, let me. I'll improve it to it. Let's continue. This is why it takes a village to raise your youth. Uncle, granddad, male cousins, nephew, brothers. It's not the so-called missing father alone. It's a lack of community like I had when I was growing up. It's gone. Then she said, Nathan Israel talking to me. It is of the utmost importance that men and women choose who we choose to commit or to lay down with or get married to. If we base our partnership on the right thing, men and women could avoid this. Choose wisely, man, whom you lay down with. So just realize this whole context is dogging men. This whole context is dogging men. But she changed it to men and women because, you know what I'm saying? So here you go. I put, well, over 70% of children being raised by single mothers in the Black community. How do you know who's the right woman? Seems like most Black women, rich or poor, are the wrong woman. We have celebrities making 100 times more than their baby mother complaining about not seeing their baby. And why would a man have to fight that losing battle against the state and the woman at the same time? He better off running from the situation he has no control over. And like I said, and we have celebrities making 100 times more than a woman, but because that woman runs to the state, that man has no power in his hand. Don't matter how much millions of dollars he has, and she is somebody who works in the damn bar. But if he gets her pregnant, I don't care if it's Tyrese, I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care what celebrity you talk about, 50 Cent, all these different celebrities making millions of dollars more than this woman. All she got to do is go to the state, and he lost. These men don't have no rights. I don't care about how much millions of dollars you have, what type of lawyer you get. It's some situations where he might slide past, and most of the time I think she on crack or she did some sex crime or something. But for the most part, it doesn't matter. They're going to lose. But like I said, these women don't give a fuck. Oh, and he has rights. Let's continue. Well, where do I start? I definitely disagree with you wholeheartedly. The system does work. The man just have to use it. So for you to make that statement is totally false. I know for a fact it works for men if they use it. That's what I'm saying. She don't know shit. She don't know shit. I've been in the father's right movement since 2018. All these fathers complaining, all these, man, how dirty this court system is. Just the fact that she think this court system is just, she's ignorant as a mother. That's what I'm saying. She hate men. You got to be so damn ignorant and to talk up on some shit you don't know about when these men are killing themselves. We got in the fathers' rights movement, we got fathers killing themselves every day because they're depressed, not being around their children and getting all their money stolen, getting their license taken away, getting put in jail. These people are killing themselves. And she was talking, oh yeah, the court system does work. That's what I'm talking about. These man-hating motherfuckers. Let's continue though. Are you all aware this is not what's happening in relationships? That's all about physical attraction or material attraction or both. Maybe it could have been other toxic things in common that attracted you to each other. Whose school method still works? Or not? She's talking outside of her ass. Let's see what else she say. So when a man's hand is forced, he needs to be with his youth, and the mother of their youth is out of pocket on many levels. He is either, man, I'm saying I don't even really want to read this little dumbass shit. Let's see what Brandon said. Nathan, this system doesn't work. This is a man right here. And I'm glad I don't know Brandon from a can of paint. I don't know Brandon from a can of paint, but that's the whole thing. We have a bunch of women who hate men who are going to say, oh, the system works. The system works. But then it takes a man that I don't even know to cut the cut and tell them, no, it doesn't work, women. But the fact is you don't give a fuck about men. So you don't give a fuck. So you're going to keep saying, oh, it works. It works. Because you don't give a fuck about the men going through hell. So here go Brandon right here. The system doesn't work. It's broken. It needs to be burnt down and rebuilt. I'm one of those men that went from full-time father to 4 days a month. And I am bitter. Even after a 3-year battle in court. 4 days a month. I got to be in court today. So this is, man, I didn't know him from a can of paint. But the fact is, all these women will tell you the court is fair. All you have to do is go to court. If you didn't do anything wrong, nothing, you got it. Because they don't give a fuck about you, men. And this is for whoever gets it. Like I said, it's going to take Elijah to come back and bring the fathers to the children. Most of these motherfuckers are going to listen to this shit anyway. And I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't about none of y'all. All right. And you can go philosophize. Oh, Yahweh, and he, the Almighty. And we're going to talk about that on the Sabbath day. How he turned y'all into women. How when the Almighty was talking about the children of Israel and he said he turned y'all to women, after he said he turned y'all to women, he said y'all gates was broken down. He said y'all was turned to women. And that's exactly what's going on. There's no manly man no more. It's hatred for men. It's hatred for manhood. And that's why we're broken and destroyed, because y'all want to call everything manly, toxic, and y'all want to hate on all the fathers. But that's okay. Let's continue. At the same time, we shouldn't walk out of a child's life, but we should make moves. The system is disgusting, though. Here go David White. I'm trying to figure out how, when you brought up 70% that women in here come up with, we need to do better. That's what I'm saying. How we supposed to do better, and you raising all these low life motherfuckers? The last 60 years, black women was raising all of us. Every single guy and girl out here, for the most part, they were raised by y'all. And guess what? They turned out feminine, less manly every single generation. Less manly. Less men raising them. They feminine. Don't know how to be the head at all. And we all hate each other. But let's continue. Here go her lying. Jerez Yahara. This is an Israelite woman lying. I think she's an Israelite woman. Let me not lie. Lying to men. Lies. If your name is on the birth certificate, you have just as much rights. I'm speaking from over 15 years of experience. Some men are not educated in the system and the rights they do have. That's why reading is fundamental. And not every father is absent because a mom. Most are in jail or on drugs or not involved, especially black, back in the 80s and 90s. Learn to bring up solutions instead of blame game. And then we got two people who like the status. Let's see who like the status. Man-hating motherfuckers. Let's see. New, and who's the other one? Oh, this one probably blocked me or something. Let's go back. Okay, how I go back? Okay. Now, she said, if your name is on the birth certificate, you have just as much rights. That is a lie. That is such a lie. And you put your name on the birth certificate, it gives you no rights whatsoever. All it does is make you the legal father, meaning that you're financially responsible, meaning that she can put you on child support. And in fact, I didn't even sign the birth certificate. See, that's what my baby mama thought. She thought that I'll get as much rights that's why they did not let me sign the birth certificate. When the baby was born, they did not let me sign it. So I wasn't able to sign it because she didn't want me to have no rights to the baby. But come to find out, I didn't even need it. I turned in the DNA, and I was able to get my child through the DNA test. I didn't even need this birth certificate. The birth certificate don't give you no rights whatsoever. Motherfuckers sign the birth certificate. All that do is make sure that you got to pay child support. That's all it does. You don't have any physical custody. You don't have any decision-making abilities. You don't have nothing signing the birth certificate. So, like I said, this woman right here is a man-hating motherfucker who wants to lead you astray, who wants to set you up for failure. So we got a bunch of man-hating women. And guess what? If this was entitled Women Hating, you know what I'm saying? If this is all about how men hate women on the low, or men who don't know they hate women, oh man, this would be I have zero motherfuckers. Guess what? I don't care. Because, as I said before, I'm gonna continue to do this. You know how many times I came on here and seen zero? You know how many times I didn't do that shit? I just did it a couple days ago. Y'all need to check out. Listen, All you gotta do is go on Elijah Man Cave on YouTube. I'm gonna continue to do this because guess what? You already know. Y'all know. Y'all fathers know what it is. Because y'all hit me up all day, every day. Y'all the one, the reason I do this, because y'all the ones that keep me sane. I know I'm not going through this alone. Listen, it's millions of us, but we're being oppressed. We're being suppressed. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Everybody want to shy away from it. But I'm not going to do it. Elijah going to come back and fuck all these these weak motherfuckers up. Let's continue, though. So I say, you trying to set man up. You one of them true man haters. The birth certificate gives no rights. It only guarantees you have to pay child support. You're not even from a genuine place the way you talking. First, you're trying to mislead. Then you talking down on men in general. Then she said, man hater, you're delusional. Like I said, learn your laws. I'm not trying to set anyone up, but boys like you obviously lazy and don't like to read. Men who can and will do the research know how to get access to children. Let's see who like it. And Nunu said that. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't ram. Let me continue. I have a nonprofit organization called Fighting for Fatherhood. Y'all know that. Look me up on the Secretary of State website. I know how to do affidavits, motions in the court, and discovery requests on my own with no lawyer. If you look up my name, then type Cincinnati City Council, I was on the ballot until I was deceitfully taken off with them saying over 400 of my signatures did not match the addresses of the person that wrote it. I've talked to hundreds of fathers and mothers dealing with custody issues, mothers particularly with children's services stealing their children for money. You don't know what you're talking about. In the position of privilege, you're very ignorant to what men really go through. And she's really ignorant as fuck to what men go through. All right, let me continue. Keisha Jones, your lies are shameful. Stop while you're ahead. I put this right here. What does that say? An unmarried female who gives birth to a child is a sole residential parent and legal custodian of the child until a court of competent jurisdiction issues order to designate another person as a residential parent and legal custodian. So right here, man, you don't have no rights. Listen, and this is one thing that your mama, your black mama, none of your mamas are going to tell y'all growing up. I talk to these boys every day, and they don't know that if you have a child out of wedlock, you ain't got no rights whatsoever. Look forward to 18 years of them taking your money. Look forward to, if you don't pay your money, they're gonna take your license. They're gonna try to lock you up. You ain't gonna be able to get no passport. All right, they're gonna garnish every single taxes that come out, every IRS. Let's look forward to it. But listen, they're not gonna tell their own child that that's gonna happen to them. They're not gonna tell them. They're not gonna tell them that if you have a child out of wedlock, you ain't got no rights whatsoever, because they hate men. They don't even know they hate men. They don't even know they hate their own damn son. You know why? Because they doing the same thing to their motherfucking father. So why would they tell the son what they doing to the father? They say, I'm fucking over your father right now. That's why he can't see you. Because I got all the rights. Because we had a child out of wedlock, or we got a divorce. And guess what? When you get a divorce, or you have a child out of wedlock, 9 times out of 10, the woman gonna get all the rights and gonna use them to oppress his ass. So I understand why they're not telling these little young boys why they ain't gonna have no rights if you have a child out of wedlock. I understand why they're not telling these young boys this information. Because when I go to these high schools and I tell these young boys, listen, don't get none of these women pregnant. Because if you get them pregnant, you're not gonna have no rights whatsoever. Look forward to 18 years of a bill, and you better pay it, or you're gonna get locked up. They're not gonna tell their child, because that's the same thing they're doing to their father. A bunch of man haters. All right. But let me continue. But then Keisha Jones doubled down on her lies. I think, you know what? Wait, she had something right between these two things, but she erased it because she doubled down on her lies, even when I showed her evidence, but then she erased it. So I guess she erased it. And then she put another something down in the middle of here, and then she erased it again. Wow. Because I have all these different responses to her, but it seems as though she erased them all. Typical. So you're right. I have someone in my life whose father only did one thing for the child as a baby and never came back. It's really hard to watch. Sons and daughters need their father's love. Yeah, but a father's not going to be dealing with her motherfucking mouth. A father's not going to deal with being in a position that he cannot dictate when he wants to see the child. He has to go through her. He has to listen to her mouth. He has to listen to her threaten him with the state, threaten him with child support. He has to listen to her because she has all the authority. Because she's a bully. Because she gonna say, nigga, you ain't shit. I need this, I need that. If you don't give it to me, you want child support. I ain't got. You want to see your child? You're gonna have to go around my schedule. Who the fuck want to deal with that? If you a father and you ain't got no rights whatsoever, who the fuck want to deal with a woman telling you when and where and when and why and how to see your child? Do you know if a man had that much power, you know how many women to be deadbeats, how low life men out here? If a man could be like, listen, just like a woman do, I got all the rights. You can't see the child right now. If you don't go get me this formula, I'm putting you on child support. You ain't shit. That's all. I mean, what man want to deal with that? You ever heard this? Y'all ever heard the saying, don't worry about things you can't control. Don't worry about things you can't control. Well, a man cannot control them children. When they're born out of wedlock, he has no rights whatsoever. So he got to be under her whim. What man want to deal with that? You know what? I've been fighting since 2018, back and forth in the court. All right. Now, I'm a good father. I love my baby because I was around my baby. But dealing with all that shit, I'd rather a man just run because I still can't see my baby. Been fighting for 4 years, all types of time, and I didn't got on the ballot for city council. I didn't start a nonprofit organization. I got different brothers calling me all the time, and still nothing. It's better you run. Run. It's a losing battle. Run. Run. Don't deal with this. Don't deal with the hell. People, listen, like I said, men kill themselves 4 times as much as women because women use this same system of slavery. They talk about, oh, we oppress. The white man hates us. Racism, oppression, and all this garbage they spilling. But the same system that put them in slavery and all this racism is the same system that's making sure fathers are not in their children's life. The same system that's making men kill themselves 4 times as much as women because they throwing a system on them. All right? I know a man called me recently. He lost $2,000 in the casino. He called me up and said, how they do this? Because he gave him his social security number, and they gave the $2,000 of child support. He was hurt. He was hurt, and like I said, and most of these man-hating ass women be like, "Oh well, he should have paid it. He should have paid these motherfuckers. Fuck him. Fuck him. That's for his child. Fuck him." All right. Let's continue though. Let's continue. If legal rights were reversed, how many mothers will walk away from a father who threatens them with going downtown and dictates when she can see the child around his schedule, all while demanding things of her and telling her how to be a mother? That's exactly what goes on. Let me read that again. If legal rights were reversed, right, how many mothers will walk away from the father who threatens them with going downtown and putting them on child support and all types of stuff, and then dictates when she can see the child because it got to be around his schedule because he got full rights, right? And all while demanding you buy this, do this, and telling her how to be a mother and how they a bad mother and all this shit. How many of them will be there? Ha. Let's continue though. To me, y'all needs to be the foundation of the matter. For adults to be adults and know it's really about the well-being of the child, to attempt to break generational curses, quit agreeing on the Willie Lynch system and talk stuff out. There's a civil way to handle matters. There's a righteous way to handle matters. Okay, so the relationship didn't make it through the test of time, but a beautiful, this is what I'm saying. This right here is a bunch of word salad bullshit. Y'all can read this for yourself. She did not address anything on this motherfucker. I'm gonna get off here in a second. I don't even want to put on the battery. Yeah, Keisha Jones said a bold lie. That's why she erased most of her comments. She's a man-hating motherfucker. Okay. What said? What percent of the fathers run away, and what percent are alienated from their child? Do you even care, or are you going to keep perpetuating the lie that fathers just leave? If people, as yourself, keep pushing this lie of the innocent woman and the heartless father, then the problem will never be solved. How the fuck is it? Is these all these women innocent, and it's 70% single mothers? Are you saying 70% of fathers are evil? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? If these 70% of these women are single mothers, are you saying that all these men are evil? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, because they hate you. They hate men. No, have no bones about it. It is what it is. Okay, majority of household relationship and marriage, it is the woman who leaves and puts the man on child support, but expects the man to be a household type of father to his children. Do women consider what they're doing before they home wreck their own house? Yeah, and they do. Most of it is destroyed by them. But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to this. But I'm gonna see what they put on my post. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got the man haters over there talking about, oh yeah, it's no benefit of having these kids. It's no benefit of having full custody and keeping them away from the father and keeping away from the father's mother and keeping away from the father's the rest of the father's family. It's no benefit. Like, get the fuck out of here. If y'all couldn't get the house and the child support, the accolades, y'all listen. And like I said, I'm not talking about the deadbeat niggas. I'm talking about the men in my father's rights organization. Type in father's rights over here in Facebook right now, and these men are paying $1,000, $700, $800. Do you really believe that this woman would keep the father away that loves the child that's already paying $800? But if they can't get the $800 through child support, you don't think that mother would give the child to the father? You don't think so? They would give the, listen, if she could not get that money from stealing it through child support because the state gets they cut, then she would gladly give the father the child. That's no bones about it. That's just what that is. They're lying through their motherfucking teeth. But I'll be back. Let me get this. Woo. Oh man. Peace. I'll be back.